Amanda Gorman, the rousing poet. Amanda Gorman made history on January 20th, 2021, when she became the youngest inaugural poet ever in the United States. At just 22, she joined the ranks of the linguistic greats, including Maya Angelou, Robert Frost, and Miller Williams. On that historic day, she stood in front of the Capitol and the nation and spoke with an animated voice filled with emotion. She described herself as skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother who can dream of being president one day, only to find herself reciting for one. Her poem, The Hill We Climb, spoke deeply of loss and the fragile state of the nation. She also spoke of the possibility of a new day through unity, reconciliation, and bearing the weight of the full truth. For Amanda, her truth can be found in her written words. She took to poetry at a young age as a result of a speech impediment. Rather than see it as an obstacle, Amanda took her difficulty with spoken word as an opportunity to strengthen her skills, mastering reading and writing at an early age. If she couldn't speak words to power, she would certainly write them. Born and raised in Los Angeles, she quickly distinguished herself as a rising talent. In 2017, she became the first National Youth Poet Laureate in the United States, while also studying sociology at Harvard University. Finding inspiration. 2 weeks before the inauguration, Amanda was struggling to string words together for her poem. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she was concerned that she was not up to the monumental task. While it wasn't asked of her, it was the underlying assumption. This inauguration would need to bring together a divided nation, and her words were intended to be that bridge. Although she had written a few lines a day, the sentences weren't flowing, and her signature rhythm was missing. Then the Capitol riots happened. That night, she stayed up into the early hours of the morning, pouring all her unprocessed emotions into her journal. She described the apocalyptic scenes that had unfolded on that horrifying day. On January 20th, 2021, her performance totally captivated the nation. It was an overcast day, and the sun occasionally peeked through the clouds, but what hung in the air was the tension building in the weeks prior to this day. Would there be a peaceful transition of power? No one would know until it was over. Following performances by Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, and Garth Brooks, it was time for Amanda to share her words. Wearing a canary yellow coat and a vibrant red headband, she stood and addressed a fractured nation. With each verse and every stanza, she reminded every one of us that there was always light in the darkness. We just had to look for it. Prior to sharing that poem that would make her a household name, Amanda had been celebrated by notable women such as Hillary Clinton and Cynthia Erivo. Her career as a poet has in many ways been inspired by Malala Yousafzai, specifically by a speech given by Malala in 2013. At the age of 16, Amanda became a youth delegate for the United Nations. It really opened my eyes to the possibilities of what I could accomplish, she said. Soon after, in 2014, she was named the inaugural Los Angeles Youth Poet Laureate. The following year, she published her first poetry collection, The One for Whom Food is Not Enough. Her future goals? Well, back in 2017, long before she knew she would be performing at President Joe Biden's inauguration, she decided that she would run for office, the Oval Office. This is a long, faraway goal, but in 2036, I'm running for office to be president of the United States, she said matter-of-factly. So, you can put that in your iCloud calendar.